Hello there, Madison School. Hope you are having a great weekend. Me and the teachers are still here working hard on a Friday, but wanted to share with you, before next week starts, our Principals Reading Challenge. In the past, we've talked some about the 40 book challenge. We're going to make a bit of an adjustment this year and look at several different things, because I think it's not just about the number of books you read, it's about many, many different things. I was thinking back on my time as a reader when I was your age in 4th and 5th grade. And one book I picked up when I was in 5th grade that I still love today is The Hobbit, one I want to recommend to you. Now, I know when I was in 5th grade, I definitely did not read 40 books. The Hobbit took me a long time to get through, a longer and challenging book, but love that book and so glad that I read it. So what I want to challenge you today is to take the Principals Reading Challenge. That's going to mean you are going to pick a challenging goal with your teacher, and you're going to stick with that, whether that's a number of books or a number of pages or what you decide with your teacher. I want you this year to maybe try some new genres, some new authors that you haven't before. Teachers can be great resources for that, as well as Mrs. Bovey in the library. Haven't met her yet, wonderful resource there too. I want you to share reading with your teacher, with your classmates, things you're excited about reading, just like I'm going to share my reading here with you this year. Also, I want you to form a great habit of reading at home. Nothing will impact your success more as a student than how you have those habits of reading at home. And then most probably importantly of all, I want you to grow in your love and in your enjoyment of reading this year. I'm going to be looking for teachers at the end of the year to identify those students who have taken that reading challenge and met it this year with flying colors, and we're going to recognize them, as well as you may get a special opportunity at the end of the year that we like to celebrate. It's starting to become a tradition here at Madison School. I'll show you here in the picture. That's the picture of a very cold and wet man underneath a toilet bowl. And we love to bring in the dunk tank at the end of the year. This year we're going to invite students to participate in that who have met the Principals Reading Challenge. So if you would like to have a chance to soak me, freeze me half to death at the end of the year, and who wouldn't love to do that with their principal, I invite you to dive into the Principals Reading Challenge. Not necessarily about the number of books this year, but about challenging yourself as a reader, picking a great goal for yourself, and pushing yourself ahead. My first read this year has been Stella by Starlight. I'm also working on reading a great book right now called Echo, but Stella by Starlight was my very first one. And a couple of great ways to find books. One is a genre. One I wouldn't have loved as a 5th grader, but I love a lot now. It's called historical fiction, where it's actually real places and times, but fictional stories. So this is a girl before the Civil Rights Movement, before Martin Luther King, and some of the problems the family was having with the Ku Klux Klan and other things. Just read it to my two daughters in 5th and 7th grade, and a lot of other things they hadn't really learned about the Ku Klux Klan. This story was a great way to learn some of that history and some of those issues out there. So highly recommend it. This one's the double whammy, not only a genre I love, but also an author I love, Sharon Draper. You might be familiar with her book. She has an amazing book called Out of My Mind that I love to recommend to students as well. So another great way to find great books is to find a great author and go from there. So I hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. Wanted to throw down my challenge today. I want you to work hard with your teachers to meet that. And I would love to see a long line of excited, gleeful children ready to soak and freeze a very tired man by that point in May. So hope you guys are off to a great start to the year and have a wonderful weekend.